All right. Hello, everyone. This is Josh, also known as Yashu. You're just tuning into another episode of the TLOY Talks podcast. You can get this on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Buzzsprout, Patreon as well, too. On Patreon, we have a lot of tiers. Definitely check out, like, one of the tiers and all that, too. Highest, you're going to get, like, a lot of perks. Lowest, you're going to get the basic stuff, too. But definitely support. Definitely check out all the other episodes as well, too. And, yeah, I'm just going to get this started right here. So, we have, like, one of, like, the most, like, slept on, like, legends in the Toronto music scene and all that, too. Had the Birdman co-sign, worked with, like, a lot of people like Charly Black, Ray J, Sarkodie, like, Stonebwoy, like, much more as well, too. And has, like, a lot of, like, releases so far. And we have Supreme Swiss in the cut. How are you doing today, man?
Bless. Come on, I can't complain.
Yeah, man. I mean, we were, like, talking about this, like, earlier, too, and all that. And, like, we linked up, like, very, like, interestingly, too, through the BK, like, camp session, too. Like, had the discussion. And
Yeah.
I've seen some of the magic, too. And, like, I think you've had your flair. And I think, like, kind of, like, lit up the room, too. And, like, even just, like, listening to, like, the music, too, we were having, like, a lot of, like, discussions, too.
Mm-hmm.
You would have fit in easily, too, within the 2015 to 2016 wave that happened in Toronto, too. Because that was your style. Like, that's, like, what niggas were, like, really, like, doing at that time, too.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the style that I was doing back then. Obviously my music's different now.
Yeah.
And if like I was saying off camera, if I was releasing at that time, who knows where I would have been, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But I was
like,
hard on myself at those times.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. And I mean, like, that era too, like, when we, like, discuss about that era, would you say, like, that's, like, kind of, like, one of your favorite, like, eras within the whole, like, Toronto, like, rap stuff and all that?
My favorite era was the Nothing Was the Same era.
Yeah.
When Drake dropped Nothing Was the Same and everybody was like, yeah, Toronto's on, and everyone was hungry to do it. Yeah, everyone was in their creative bag. But I feel like now everyone's like just trying to heat up real quick and just drop something that catches, you know?
Yeah, no, exactly, man. And I mean, even for me too, like, I kind of, like, enjoyed that era too, 2015, 2016, where, like, it had, like, a lot of, like, unique artists from, like, a lot of, like, unique sounds and cultures, and it cultivated into, like, a lot of artists, like, dropping, like, a lot of, like, unique stuff now too. I mean, you have the street stuff, but then you also have, like, the non-street, like, non-hood type stuff, which kind of has, like, a different flair, different uniqueness too. And, like, it is amazing to see, like, different energies too, and, like, even how it's, like, presented in other mediums like camp and, like, much more and all that too. And, like, even, like, Wingstop too. Like, I know Wingstop's, like, co-signing, like, a lot of, like, the Toronto, like, artists too. Like, I know you're big in, like, Toronto Rapstars, and, like, you did the performance at the Amar show too, which was, like, very lit as well, So,
yeah, respect, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And, like, I want to, like, kind of get it, like, started, like, in a way too. So what were you like from the start until now? Like,
I was just a music head. Like, everything was music my whole entire life. Like, I didn't, and basketball, right?
All right,
right?
true.
And so, but like dancing, like from like age, like I was saying in another interview, from age to 4 to 13, I listened to dancehall because all my family members are Jamaican. So I was doing, like, the latest dance moves. I would watch, like, the dancehall videos, trying to copy it as a kid and shit like that, you know? And then eventually I started listening to, like, hip-hop on BET, watching BET videos, and, and then seeing Lil Bow Wow and, Cash Money Records. And I'm making music now at 13 and never stopped.
Okay, no, that's facts, man. Like, are you more of, like, an old dancehall, like, type fan, or, like, the new dancehall? Like, I know
I love all of it. All of it. Like, I'll listen to the old school, like, from, like, the 80s, like, sometimes even the 70s, the type of stuff they used to play in the 70s because my parents and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it all. I love it all.
Yeah. Nah, like, I know, like, the old school stuff, like, had, like, a lot of, like, hits, like, with Supercat, like, tight up skirt, skirt and all that too.
Hey, you a girl in that
yeah,
yeah,
and like the Freak song and all that too.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Yeah,
super
the
freak.
Freak. Yo, come
that
on,
type of stuff too. And, like, I mean, it led to, like, a lot of people, like, Vibes Cartel,
Come
and
on.
also, like, Mavado and all that,
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah,
Sarani, like, No Games was, like, a thing too. And then I think it watered down, like, a bit too, like, in the mid, like, early 2000s too. Like, I know Sean Paul, like, did this, like, thing too with, like, Dirty Love and all that, but then it kind of got a little bit on and off too. Like, I know, like, Wayne Wonder had, like, No Letting Go, which kind of was a thing too, and then Kevin Little, like, had, like, Turn Me On and all that too.
Yeah,
and I think it was, like, more watered down as opposed to what it was before too, because when you had, like, Shabba Ranks, like, like Freak a Leak and all that too, and all
lyrics,
that. Yeah, like,
lyrics.
it was, and, like, Supercat, like, that was, like, an era, like, at that time too. Like, even the reggae too, like, Buju, like, Sanchez, friggin', Sizzla, like, they were, like, doing their things back then, so.
That's impressive, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know your shit.
Yeah, man. And as far as, like, artists and,
What's
like,
your background?
I'm Ethiopian.
Shit, you listen to a lot of dancehall?
Like, I listen to, like, a variety of music too. Like, I listen to, like, hip hop, R&B, rap, rock, indie, all that type of stuff too. Like just earlier today, I was like listening to some pop shit, and then like I know like I was like in deep more like I listen to like dancehall here and there too.
Yeah.
It all like depends on the vibe too. Like even like sometimes I'll listen to like old school like Aventura, like all that type of stuff too. So
Okay.
yeah,
Say no more.
yeah, that's facts, man. As far as like artists and sounds that like you listen to, like what are like the ones that you were like more so like influenced by?
My influence, I guess I'd say Lil Wayne, all of Cash Money, LOX,
All right,
the
all right.
Locks. Yeah, the Locks was they had an influence on me. That's how I started rapping, that gritty, grimy shit.
Yeah.
because that's what that's what I knew. But and then I started listening to commercial stuff. You hear like Cash Money, and then they're doing like and then listen to No Diddy,
And I know what you mean, bro.
But you listen to Diddy and fucking Mace and
I mean, Cameron, all them guys.
Music's
Nah.
music, and those guys made some music, bro.
Yeah, I know in a previous interview, like I know you talked about like I think your father being an artist and all that too. But did you had like any other like family or friends that kind of made music like, in terms of like your musical background and like history and all that?
Yeah, a lot of my family members make music, to be honest. And one that you know of is Babyface James. He's actually my cousin.
Okay.
His dad is my mom's brother by the same parents.
Okay.
Yeah. So then, me and him make music. We made a lot of music together.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's facts, man. And like, what inspired you to even like do this as an artist, producer, rapper, and like a multi-discipline like artist, and like even like take it seriously?
Just by everyone telling me I got it. Like from the moment I started rapping, and people were impressed, right? And it's like, if I heard a lot of like, yo, you're shit, like I probably would have did something else.
Yeah, true.
But everyone kept saying I'm good. And then the more I did it, the more people were like, why aren't you like, why aren't you famous?
Yeah.
So it just gave me the drive. And on top of that, I love it. Like I love music, bro.
Yeah.
Like I tell you, if I lose my hearing, there's no point in me being here. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, no, because like I mean, music is about purpose, like in a way too, and I think when we gravitate to that, it's like even buying our first CD or even getting like a first CD and all that too. So like usually I'll ask like some people like what their first CD like was like when they got it and all that.
My first CD, Michael Jackson.
All right.
I don't remember which one, but I remember I begged my mom to get it from the bootlegger. That
Okay,
came
was it like was there like a unique cover and all that too, or
I can't even remember what the cover was. I just remember he was going through all the CDs, and I'm like, oh shit, Michael Jackson. And I'm like, I asked my mom, she was saying no. I'm like, please, and she got it for me. Best day of my life.
All right.
So downstairs just busting the jiggies,
Yo, nah, that's facts, man. Too. I mean, Thriller's like dope, Bad's like also good too, and
it's
then
music, bro.
exactly.
Like no one's making music, man.
Yeah, man, that's facts. As far as like a day in the studio, so how's that like for you? Like, what would like a day be like?
Get there, listen to some instrumentals, roll up, catch a vibe. I go on the mic and I guess I would like mumble some melodies, see which melodies stick.
All right.
And then and usually I never. It's rare that I go into the studio and start a song and don't finish it. Right, at least get a demo going where I have the lyrics and everything out.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's facts, man. Too. And like, do you have like a certain amount of people that like pull for the studio, or like, do you?
Nah, it's just usually just a few of us. I don't really like a packed studio because everyone gets distracted. I'm not distracted, but like, I don't want my engineer to be not saying he is, but I don't want him to get distracted.
True.
I don't want everyone to be talking and yelling and no one's paying attention to what's going on with the recording. So
True. Nah, that's facts, man. And like, I mean, like now you have like a lot of like singles like right now too. Like two of them, Believe, like the Chopper remix with like Big Leash and all that too, and then Stamma, like which is like also like a manga too. I saw the music video too. So what were like the creative processes and like inspirations for those tracks?
So I'm performing at Jamaica Day on September 6th and 7th. So I didn't release any dancehall songs. So I'm like, yo, I need to make some of those. I knew I can because I make them for other artists, right? So I'm like, shit, let me make some for myself and release them, and then get Leash on it because she's sick and she's a part of the gang. So that's how I got her out. That's how we did Believe.
Yeah.
Right? Because I pulled up the beat and she, I was doing my thing. Who else to get on there?
Yeah.
Big Leash.
Yeah, true. No, that's facts.
Yeah. Stamma, that was a vibe. My engineer made a dancehall beat. He's never made a dancehall beat. He's made beats before, but he's never made a dancehall beat like that. Never.
Yeah.
Came in the studio and he played it. And now it was a wrap from there.
Okay, that's facts.
Yeah.
Like, do you prefer like more of just like the regular like beats or like the rhythms like that other like people like use like and all that?
Like, what do you mean?
Like there's like rhythms where like everyone's like doing like
Like how Massacre and Vibes Cartel and all them doing the same.
all them guys.
Oh yeah, that's called juggling. So yeah, I don't. To be honest, I love that. Like, I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, who has the best version?
Yeah.
Right. But they're bringing it back. It died out. They weren't doing that. I think when Vibes Cartel came back out, they started doing that shit again.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Shout out Rushan.
Exactly, man. And like I know like even like with the younger audience like nowadays too, like I know like they're doing the whole sound with the rhythms too. Like Dago Rhythm Cypher's like one of the biggest songs like in Toronto right now. And like a lot of our artists like also like were on that too. Like I think a UK like group kind of did that too. And then there's like another artist from Toronto, like I think Clino Trappa like also did that too. So like how do you feel about like the rise in like Toronto like dancehall like right now?
It's lit. It's lit. It's been supposed to happen. Like this is a dancehall city, you know? So yeah,
that's facts, man. And I mean, you have like other projects too, like Era, Supreme, Last Weekend too. I know like last weekend we had like a little bit of a discussion about that, and then Marshall City, which I think that's like one of your more like I think biggest like projects like for a bit too. So like what were like the creative processes and inspirations for those? You know?
All right, so I'll start with Marshall City because it was the one that I made. It's the oldest project. Marshall City I made in 2020 during the pandemic. I was just locked in the studio, right? We're in a Markham house with like 3 studios in there. Shout out DJ Mo, shout out Albie. But yeah, we were recording there. That's where I met Preem and all those guys. And yeah, Henny Hendrix is the producer of Marshall City, as you know. And we're just like, yo, we need to create something that's hot. We're all here. We can't go outside at certain hours. We can't, you know? So yeah, we made that. Started to trying melodies for the first time and all that stuff. Like I used to just stick to like rap.
All right.
You know, just did melodies. That project you can tell like out the book bags, we don't count it. You know, that was my first time doing melodies, and yeah, I love that project, and people reacted to it very well. The reaction was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you have like Last Weekend, Supreme, and like Era.
And Last Weekend I made before I went to it's like during 2016 before I went to go meet Birdman, and then yeah, I had a song called Double Up. We were in the studio cooking up, and then they got they put the tag in there, Rich Gang. I don't know if you heard that, but that's what opened the project. But I don't really like that style of music how I used to rap. Yeah. So yeah, but you know you can see the growth and shit. But I love the project for the tag.
All right, nah, that's facts, man, too. And like I know, like with a lot of like the artists that you worked with too. Like I remembered, you know, you worked with like Henny Hendrix and then Babyface James, who used to go by CJ Crew Love. So
yeah,
what's your relationship like with them like right now?
So my cuz, you know, he's a family man right now. He just had a baby with his girl. So congratulations to cuz. Henny, he's in the States doing this thing. So we didn't really lock in since like for a few years, right? But
all right,
we're good.
All right, that's facts, man. And like I know you've talked about like the Birdman story like 100 million times too, so I don't want to like play that out too, but I mean you've linked up with like Ray J, Charly Black, Stonebwoy, Sarkodie, and like Vory and all that. So how's it like, you know, like how did you manage to like meet them, and like how was it like, you know, like working with them, and like what were like some things that they taught you on how to be successful like in the business and all that?
So with those guys, I didn't meet them face to face. The only person I got to like really talk to is Ray J over FaceTime.
All right.
Right? Because we when we did the song, like we had to like go over the vocals together and shit. Vory and them, we just listen to the songs. Like when we write the records, we say, so Kelly Anthony is an artist. We write the records with Kelly Anthony. Then we listen to the songs. And we're like, yo, who can we get on this record that will make this like hot, right? And then we go get the artist, go to management or to the artist directly, and then we get them on, and then we just build the song like that, you know? And then that's how I get to produce it.
Yeah, no, that's facts. No, it's like amazing to see and all that too, you know, to kind of get like people going with the amount of like artists that like are open to like working with like and like the budget as well too. So like a lot of them like, you know, they're at like a certain point like right now where they have like relevancy too, like nothing like big like Drake or like Future or anything like that too, but like they're still like relevant where, you know, people can still talk about them. Like
for sure, they're doing their thing, all of them, Even Ray J, come on, bro. Everybody knows Ray J.
With the Zoo stuff, and like I know with the Scooter Bricks and all that too. So yeah, man. I know I talked about this like in a little bit too. Like, but do you ever feel like that there's like a stigma for like female and like non-street related like Toronto artists to be recognized and like taken seriously as opposed to like street artists? And like, you know, what were like some ways that we could like mitigate that, like remove that stigma and like shed more light? You know.
I don't know. I don't agree with that. I think women are running this. I feel like women are doing their thing right now. Before it was just the guys.
Okay.
Right? You got all the female artists in America that are jumping out the gate like hot. And then you got the female artists that are being recognized and they're being put on blogs and being like, you know, and look at Big Leash. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people are like know that like women can rap too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's facts. Do you feel like, in a sense, too, like there's like a way to like push them like in America too, like in the best way possible too, like with a Big Leash or with a Taylor G or with a Goldie London or like Have I Mighty and all that too. Like there's like an open lane where it could be shown like on a like wider scale, like in a way.
Yeah, are you like what are you saying? Is there a possibility that it can be? You're saying?
Like 100% like a possibility, like in a way, you know.
Yeah, but like I feel like we got to get real commercial with it, like you know, like we got to appeal to the masses, like not just to our city.
Yeah,
and that's how it will get done.
Yeah, that's facts, man. As far as like your time with like Toronto Rapstars, so like how did you manage to meet and work with them, and like even with like Universal like Music like Canada and all that too?
So to start with Toronto Rapstars, when did I meet him? I did a show with it was three blog pages that like put the show on, and I met them there. And then after I did something with Amar that he was collaborating with Toronto Rapstars. So when I went there to do it, I met him again, and then we chopped it up, and it's been lit. Like that's my guy.
All right, that's nice.
Yeah.
And like with the Universal Music Canada thing and all that too, I know you talked like briefly about that too. So how was that like, you know, working with them? You know,
dope. Like, bro, it's just talented artists in there. And when I meet anybody in there, it's all love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go there, I cook up, artists come in, we vibe, we network, and, you know, we just build from there. Like, they're dope.
Okay, that's facts, man. We talked also about this like earlier, too. Like, how do you feel about the upcoming basketball game that's also going to happen with Toronto Rapstars, too? So, like, I know you're going to also play, like, I think, in the Rapstars section, too. So
I'm on the Rapstars, Team Rapstars.
So how's that going to be, like, right now? Like, do you have any predictions on who might win and all that, too?
We're winning. What do you mean?
True. Yeah, man.
We're winning.
All right. That's facts, man. I know that
if we lose, though, this is going to be a bad clip.
Nah, facto, man, facto. One thing that I also noticed about you is that you have like different hairstyles for like certain occasions and moments. So like, what inspired you to do that, and like, what's that process like?
You talking about the pineapple look?
Yeah.
Just me trying to be different. I to be honest, I'll tell you how it started. I used to braid my hair down, going like this, right?
Yeah.
And one time I'm just like, yo, let me see how it looks if I take two of this and put it up like that.
Yeah.
Thought it was cool. Next time I braided my hair, I said braid the two up, let it stand in the air, and that was my look. And I'm a type of nigga that like, I like when I walk in the room, you want to like find out like, what does this guy do? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to like, you know, shake my hand. Let's talk. You know,
that's facts. Do you feel like kind of like stands out the most too from what you did like now versus like before and all that with the hair?
Oh, for sure. But people recognize me because of it.
Yeah.
Like it's like, yeah, maybe they heard my music before, but they would have probably passed me.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, isn't that the same guy?
Yeah, true. And I guess like it kind of gives like a little like good like image like in a way too. So like even like when you take off like the rag and all that too, like it'll still be like fly in a sense, you know?
Yeah, it just keeps my hair neat.
Okay, that's facts, man. Like I know also you also did some stuff like in the music industry like in America too, with in Miami and like Atlanta and all that too. So like how was that like? And like what were like some similarities and like differences that you've noticed when working with like the artists like in America versus like in Canada and all that, you know?
Hunger. In America, they're all hungry. Like when I went to Miami, nonstop. You cook in the studio till like 5-6 a.m., 7 a.m. You crash for like 3-4 hours. Yeah. You're back at it again. You're back at the studio cooking.
Okay.
You go outside, everyone's hustling. Everyone's selling something, t-shirt, something, you know? True. Atlanta, same thing. Everyone's hungry. And bro, I went to Miami, I met Birdman. I went to Atlanta, 2 days later, I meet Jermaine Dupri.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't just come to Toronto and meet Drake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
America's just different.
Yeah, no, that's facts. And I think it's more easier to find like, people like working like in the music industry, like in a lot of like formats too. Like I know in New York there's like a lot of platforms like Blockwork, On the Radar. Like you could even like be there for like a freestyle and all that too, or do a live performance too. And like in Atlanta and like LA, there's like they're good for like the interview runs and like all the press stuff and all that too. So, and even for studios too. So like you never know who you're gonna be and all that too. So like someone from Atlantic or someone from like a mid tier like label too. So I think here it's like there isn't as much of an infrastructure here too, but I think it's starting to improve too with a lot of like other platforms like Toronto Rapstars and like also with Busy Bee Convenience and all that sort of
bro,
stuff.
I'm telling you, it's gonna change. There's a shift happening, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, the city is gonna be different. The music's gonna be different.
Yeah.
The people that are like in the front are gonna work this shit differently. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So I'm saying Drake already opened the gate for everyone.
Yeah,
you see what I'm
true.
saying? It's up to us now to do. Everyone's saying, "Oh, Drake should be doing this." He already gave us the room to do it.
Yeah, exactly, man.
You know what I'm saying? So shit, it's up to us.
Yeah, and like we're gonna get onto this like topic right now too, but I think in the 2025 version, like right now too, like how do you feel about the whole like status of the whole Toronto Canadian like music scene right now at the moment?
It's up. You already know, like it's up. Toronto's. Trust me, they're hating on us. It's because we're up.
Oh, true. Nah, that's facts, man, too. And like, no changes or improvements or anything like that, or you think it's?
I don't. The changes. I just feel like I mentioned before. I just feel like we need to stop like just taking everything that is hot and just putting it out in the front. Like we need to like really get back to like creativity. People need to like make music for the world,
Okay,
like
true.
to enjoy.
Yeah, like more of a camp type thing, like just like how like Bee Cave like did and all the two.
Yeah, we need more stars, bro.
True.
Exactly,
man.
Yeah.
Facts. And do you feel like with like a lot of like infrastructure too, like with Bee Cave, with Toronto Rapstars, like they're like shedding that light?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's gonna be a shift, bro, because people are doing it and it's being recognized.
Okay. That's facts, man. We're just like with the last couple questions too, but there's a lot of people that want to like get to know you too. Like there's like probably someone from like outside of the world that might not know who Supreme Swiss is and all that too. So if you could like put like free songs in your catalog that you recommend them for any person that hasn't heard about you or that would like to know more about you, like what would you give?
That's a nice one. Make It Out. To get to know me. Make It Out. The G and Grandma. Why is it slipping my mind? You said 3, right?
Yeah, free. I feel like Stamina could work as well too. Twisted too. Like Twisted's like also like another thing as well too.
And the birthday song I just released with Leash.
Yeah.
Going out like yourself. That's Jiggy. That's me,
True. Yeah, man. Yeah. Aside from the game, aside from the Jamaican festival that's coming up in September too, like what do you have like going on in terms of like any other music, creative projects and so forth?
Yeah, I'm gonna release another project. They don't have a date for it yet, but I'm gonna release a project by the end of the year. I'm gonna have a songwriting camp where, I get artists or writers who want placements to come and we cook and we shop them. And yeah, that's what I got going on. Jamaica Day. And yeah.
Okay.
That's what we got.
Okay. Any closing remarks before we get to the freestyle and all that?
You already know what it is. If it ain't martial, it ain't law, baby.
Okay, facto,
Yeah.
man. So we just got the announcement too. Supreme Swiss is actually doing a freestyle for the platform too. So definitely check it out. I'm gonna step out. He's gonna step in, bring a lot of like bars to this table and all that too. And like you're definitely gonna enjoy this right here, So let's get it.
Yeah. Put me up against anybody, I unload the clip. Then put them on screen for anybody try and load the clip. In 4K, you talk big money, then we can parlay. Everybody knows small talk ain't really my forte. The stick is magic. Give a crack pipe, she try and kick a habit. Kinda like moonwalking on carpet. She's so ecstatic. You don't know how that feel. It's a cold world. When I think about the nights I starve, I get chills. My dog hot-headed missing screws. He still wanna drill. These niggas is garbage. It's too bad. This shit don't come down the scale. Shit, niggas is broke as a joke. The diamonds is tickling. Ain't no one-on-one with my folks. I promise we jumping in. Trap jump like jump rope. Double Dutch, we double it. Shit, then triple it and quadruple it. Supreme.
All right. We're back on the mic right now. All right, that was another dope freestyle too with the legendary Supreme Swiss. Honestly, flames right now too. Like a lot of like dope bars, like dope styles too. Like definitely like tune in like for real, you know. All right, this is Josh, also known as Yashu, with the legendary Supreme Swiss. You can get this on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Buzzsprout, much more. Definitely check out Supreme Swiss's music on all platforms: Apple Music and Spotify too, Deezer, YouTube, much more, SoundCloud. You know, one of the legends like, in the building right now. You know, like a rising legend that's getting his respect to this day and all that. You know, so
Love, bro.
This is Josh, also known as Yashu, with Supreme Swiss signing off, you know?
Lit. Respect. That was actually fire. That was
true.
lit.
And like, you know, that's
I would love to do this again, like sometime. Like,
Yeah.
if you guys want to, like, you know, invite me back.